I know you said that this was like always coming, but is there any sense of like, I mean, you've been rich for a while, you've been very popular for a while, but if now there's a little bit of a bookend.
Yeah.
Maybe 2025 will potentially be a real bookend. But is there any sense of like, I fucking did it. I set out to do this.
No, because
I took the chance that no one else would, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't set out to do this. So that's a big...
I feel like that's a lot of us that are successful.
Like,
I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah, if
we
you,
just
and,
were
and
like,
probably why we are successful.
Yeah.
It's very hard not to get the authentic side of it.
Yeah,
and that's even when people are like, Dave, you're a fucking cock with like you're like the slogan is still buy the con man for the con man. It's like you got to remember, like I had no money. I was broke when I started this. I was like living first in my own studio that I couldn't afford with like a shit show, and then Renee's parents' house. So it's like I'm always like true to what you want me to act like poor when I'm rich. Like that's not going to happen.
That. There are plenty of people who try to keep the allure of that. And
it's like I'm not.
You're
doing
lying
it.
to me,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I said to Gaz because this trip to the Super Bowl, you name it, I've been invited to it. It's like come
parties.
Like you want to sit next to fucking Drake. You do whatever you fucking want to do. You can do. And and the SI party reached out, and they're like, "Hey, we got a VIP spot. If any of you want to come," I sent it to Gaz because we went to. I did cobble like credit cards together at Super Bowl. It was $25,000 for a table. At that point, sent me back like 6 months. They put us in a room.
Wait, what year is this?
This was the first year we went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So 25,000.
They put us in a room with the party. It was closed circuit. We weren't in the main room where the party was.
Thunder Milford party.
We had like 4 tables in a white-walled room with a TV watching
Watch the party on the TV.
It was like Diplo on the TV. I made the waitress cry. She came over. I'm like, there's no way I paid $25,000 and we're not in the main room.
In the room.
And she's like, they told you that when you bought it. It's like, trust me,
I wouldn't have done
no
this.
fucking way I'm paying for a closed circuit party. And I was just like, you're lying. Let me talk. But it stuff like that is more surreal. Like the access, the invites.
What was the first, like, if it's not now, what was the first? Was it the churning money? What was the moment you were like, fuck? Have you ever had one?
Nantucket House.
Nantucket.
Yeah.
But that was pre-churning.
That was pre-churning.
So that's still, at the end of the day, was basically all on your own.
Yeah,
the owner,
it's a far...
You reached like you're a pinnacle. What you thought was going to be a pinnacle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's been... I think part of it too, it's been so gradual.
Yeah.
Like nothing was overnight.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we were TikTok stars that woke up and went like viral overnight.
That's also why I think it works.
So,
but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, getting to know a lot of these comics and shit, doing it for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that is long. But some of these guys do like 35 years before they make it.
Yeah.
And you were, pretty wealthy, 10 or 15 into it?
Yeah, around 2016.
Right.
So we started in 2004.
That was 2016 you got rich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And compared to some other...
That rich is nothing to the rich I am now.
But
it's unlimited money now.
2013.
Did you have a salary?
2013.
What did you do?
Wait,
did you just keep all the money and then divvy up what we made?
It was just like, it was a shit show.
This goes to Kevin. This goes to...
2013, I was probably maybe a couple hundred grand. Something like that. Depends. Like, I thought we were going out of business with back
before the Blackout Tour. Yeah.
Back to Stool.
Because you put like, what, 75 grand in that? And it was like the end of the
Mike
world.
Posner, Mac Miller, Wale.
Chitty.
You're not the fucking Beatles.
You're not the fucking Beatles. You're fucking Chitty Bang. Wait the fuck.
And nobody fucking bought tickets. So and I didn't know I could get out of the contract. I just paid 50%, took a bath. But if I had to pay 100 on all of it, we were out. So
and then the Blackout Tours would like save that, right?
Blackout Tour, we ended dead even. Like the Blackout Tour.
But I mean, at the time,
Blackout Tour,
I remember thinking like, I don't know if this is gonna work.
I thought the Blackout Tour, I was going to make $1 billion in a year.
Because like we did that one that and you made like 250 grand, right?
I was clearing 250 grand a night. And we were doing like
doing 10,
two or 3 a week. And I'm like, holy shit.
This is it. We're billionaires.
I recently bought a house, And I know I want to protect my loved ones and I want to make sure none of my stuff gets damaged or stolen. But the real reason why I want Simply Safe is because I don't want to end up on the news as the idiot who bought a house and didn't have an alarm system. So get Simply Safe today, whether it's because you want to protect your loved ones or your money, or you just don't want to be an idiot with a house that doesn't have an alarm system. Click the link below, start Simply Safe, and don't end up on the news like a moron.
But true to my personality, I was taking the money. Like, we could throw EDM ourselves, run by fucking Bald Paul. Like, but we had the lights, the lasers, the smoke. I was buying that all.
Right.
Like, because why rent it every time? Because it's so expensive. So we had all this production, and EDM exploded. So we went from being the only EDM concert.
Remember we had fucking Avicii?
Yeah, we had Avicii
in like the
first
second
one.
or third first one.
First
Yeah.
one, I think for like free.
Yeah.
Like, we
It was up in
weren't. It
Vermont.
was so fucking early.
Yeah.
But as quick as that came, it disappeared. We had a whole. So we had a whole.
Like the whole industry though.
No,
you know what
the
I mean?
whole industry exploded.
Well, yes, but I'm saying like besides of like maybe like Ultra and like EDM and some of the big ones, I feel like it like calmed down.
Well,
pretty quickly too.
no, the DJs is still huge. But if we'd say, hey, come to our blackout show, we're gonna play Avicii's music by Dante the Don. Avicii, by the way, is there tomorrow playing his own music, and we're
Right.
charging the same amount for tickets.
Right.
So, and when someone OD'd, which was happening a lot, didn't
Everywhere.
matter what concert, where it was, we were mentioned. Because unlike, you don't know who promotes a show. You don't know who promotes Avicii. He has a promoter. You don't know who it is. You don't complain to Avicii, and you don't even know who the promoter is. We put our fucking faces on
all
it.
over it,
So like
yeah.
it's Barstool's fault. It's my fault. So the insurance went through the roof. We had an entire year booked, and so all the money that was made was pretty much lost. The difference being it allowed me to pay you, and it allowed me to pay like Dan. It gave me a little wiggle room.
Yeah.
And then the blog picked up because you guys are great. So we started making revenue that we weren't making on that side when the other disappeared.